There's a plaque here which reads, "On this plot of ground stood of old Paul's cross, where amid such scenes of good and evil as make human affairs the conscience of church and nation through 5 centuries found public utterance." The first record of it is in 1191 AD. It was rebuilt by Bishop Kemp the second in 1449 and was finally removed by order of the Long Parliament in 1643. This cross was re-erected in its present form under the will of His Majesty H.C. Richards to recall and to renew the ancient memories. Now there's one entrance here, but it's closed. There's some construction going on, scaffolds, and facing this entrance to the right is a statue of John Wesley, the father of Methodism. Priest, poet, teacher of the faith, it says here. And he lived from 1703 to 1791. By grace ye are saved through faith. It's something also that the anthroposophist said to Hitler in the chapter I mentioned on the Grail in the book Lady Di. That it's only through faith in God that you can find the Grail. Yeah. Here behind the statue of the young lovers is the other side of St. Paul's. I'm not quite sure it's open, but here to the right is a small church steeple, and that's probably the chapel that is mentioned in the chapter on the Grail, that the young nun Frances came out and met this mysterious man who had the Grail in his cape, underneath his cape. All based on records from the Vatican. Well, let's see if we can get in and meet somebody. Present the book. Here in front of a board in which it says, "These gardens are laid out as the footprint of the chapter house and cloister of the medieval cathedral, which was destroyed by the Great Fire of London in 1666. The actual remains lie a few feet below. The chapter house and cloister, designed by the Royal Mason William Ramsay in 1332, were among the first and finest examples of the perpendicular style which was to dominate English architecture for the next 200 years. Both the octagonal chapter house and the square cloister were two-storied, enabling the prominent buttresses at each angle to form a crown surrounding the casket within it. The chapter room was on the first floor, and it was there that the chapter or governing body of the cathedral held its meetings." Yeah, I finally found the front entrance, which is huge. People milling around. 2 towers. There, bigger. Probably Paul. Actually, he's sometimes called the inventor of Christianity with a kind of a negative tone to it. It's totally untrue. Coming out of the main entrance, I always refer to the press office, but that's closed. It being Saturday, then they refer me to the bookstore, which is around the corner, so I'll try my luck there. There's also a prayer room where a chaplain is available to tend to your concerns, but I don't know if you could rightfully call my concern a specifically religious one. Now see what the book department has to say. I'm down here in the vault, which is a restaurant and also a bookshop on the other side. A kind lady there suggested I write a little note because the press office is closed, as I said. And so I've written this to the Bishop of London on their paper. Dear Sir, please accept a copy of the book I have published under the title Help, They've Kidnapped Me, Lady Died. In it you will find a chapter 7 called The Grail on the, as far as I know, unknown history of St. Paul's, and a chapter on the wedding of Prince Charles and Diana. Since I am returning to Amsterdam tomorrow, I am not able to present this book to the press office, but a kind lady at your bookstore offered to give it to this office. I am enclosing a brochure on this book, a catalogue of the English books I have published, and my visiting card. I am yours very sincerely, Robert Jan Kelder. This is the bookshop. The lady that I spoke to is gone, but this lady was there also, and she promised she would relay the things to the bookshop, no, to the press office. Okay, it's out of my hands and into the hands of, let's say, God. That's the part of the guided tour. You have to pay to get in there. It's $12.50 plus £3 for the guided tour. It's very impressive, everything here. What it should be. This is the seat of the Bishop of London. Now, to the vault, actually the restaurant. But look what I found here. Imagine that. Well, that's my visiting card. Now, this is my parting shot of St. Paul's Cathedral. Thanks for hosting me for such a short time. And imagine what I saw here behind me. These are all, of course, new buildings. This is the Temple Bar, which has been re-erected here some time ago. And a plague here. Near this site, the Grand Lodge of English Freemasons, first met in 1717 with the Cross of St. George. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, was St. George's Day, and also the birthday, the day of death of Shakespeare.